Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to the wanderings of the Cookie Wagon in From the Depths Adventure Mode. I very nearly said Cookie Monster. Yeah, that comment is still sitting with me. It's like, should this thing be called the Cookie Monster instead? No, it's not. It's not even close, but yeah. It would be entertaining if it was, but not quite. Anyway. I was moving towards this resource zone just over here at fair speed, 43. My turning is much improved, though it is a bit more unstable. And I spotted that little red portal over there, so it's actually time to drop out of the sky again. To be honest, the red portal is the first thing I've found in this particular zone, so you know. Celery. Now where are my things? Here we go. The only drawback of having it at 320 rather than 300 is you've got to be more careful where you put your cursor. Because if you put it in the wrong place, you will remove the 20. So yeah, slight drawback of doing that. Maybe I should just set it back to 300. It doesn't matter if I ditch my crafting the drink a little bit, does it? I'm going to say not. Okay. Let's set them to 30 and just keep it a nice round number then so I can more quickly make the changes. And I'll also turn around as well while I'm at it, so that I can just quickly harvest a little bit of resources. Oh, never mind. Here comes my drone. Forget that. Turn back. How big is that pocket anyway? Barely anything. I grabbed practically all of it just when I went past it, so yeah. Never mind. What am I planning to do in this particular video? This time around, I'm actually planning to do something with my drone. That little thing which is about to, yep, just get ditched in the water right behind me. Bye, little drone. Because that is still a constant source of irritation, so I want to remake and generally change that. What difficulty I am now? 4.4 practically. Okay. Yeah, this is going quite well. There's a lot of smoke coming out the back chimney though, must admit. Now then, what am I going to do to my drone? I was thinking of just getting rid of it completely, because, you know, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to keep it if I'm getting rid of this thing? And the answer to that is, while it is a general pain having it like that, and I don't like having it just like fly speed, then suddenly it's whee, bye-bye drone. I don't like that. But truth is, it is somewhat useful, I guess. I'm sorry, I sound like I'm trying to talk myself into keeping the drone, and in some ways I am, because it is very useful if you are harvesting resources from zones and things like that, but at the same time, there's no reason why I can't just put some more harvesters on the front of my craft and then strip mine a resource zone as I pass over it, like I just did with that one I cruised over a few moments ago. So yeah, there is all that. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say heck with it. Drone, not really much use anymore. All it's doing is aggravating me, so I am actually going to get rid of it. Oh, drone. Goodbye. And destroy. Bye-bye, chocolate chip. The cookie wagon is now plain cookie. And that is all. And to complete it, get rid of those. Yeah. A sad moment, but one that I could see coming, because as I said, I just wasn't finding much use for it. And it was just annoying me more than anything else. And the last thing you really want is a craft that annoys you. So, yeah. I'm just clearing out this particular set of stuff for bye-bye blocks. And there is a hostile ahead of me. Sure, let's have a look and see what that is. Targeting AI. Doesn't pick it up, actually. There's just something hostile over there. So I'm going to have to turn and see what it is. I'll catch you in a few moments. And never mind. Very shortly after I said that, my weaponry just opened up. So yeah, it is a martyr. Whoa, hang on. That is really small. And really dead. Oh, it's one of those nuke-armed crafts I saw before. And this time we actually got to see the explosion going off and completely wiping it out. Yeah, I don't want to get run into by one of those. Really, really don't want to. Oh well, let's continue. Now, with the drone out of the way, it is time to see what I can do regarding replacing its functionality within the cookie wagon. Because if I can just strip mine things, then that is all to the good. And I've already got a massive bank of resource collectors at the front anyway. What I can do, however, is increase the depth of this bank, so I've got more mining lasers going on at the front of the craft. Yeah, that sounds okay. Let's do that. I'm going to double up on the resource extractors at the front, just so that let's actually get a metal block here. Just so that I can actually do it this way and make sure I'm getting everything. And if I come across a resource zone, I'll fly across it and strip out a load of resources really, really fast. Yeah, this seems a much better way to do it, I think. Though of course I'm tricking it so that I can play all these harvesters like this. There we go, okay. Double stacks on the harvesters, excellent, that's fine. And the seat's gone a pretty red. Now, where do I want to go? Oh, there's a red portal, but that's too high. I can't go through that. Just continue eastwards. I've got to admit, of all the weather effects that have been turning up since I turned this way and started going eastward instead, I do like the Red Sea the best, because it is quite distinctive, but I can actually see where I'm going, which is a bit of a factor, if I'm quite honest with you. It really is a bit of a factor. I can't see much else, so... Oh, green circle. Nope, nope. Stay away. Go away, green circle. I don't want you. I've not seen anything that's really threatened me just yet. So I'm going to go get back to the armouring and shaping of this craft, and I'll see you shortly, when I find something else. I feel like that red ring up there is just taunting me. It's mocking me, saying, ha ha, you can't get to me. I think it's actually at the ceiling of the world. No, wait, no. There's space above this. No. It's just sitting there mocking me. Definitely. It's like, ha! You can't reach me! And I know. I know I can't reach you. But, oh, there's one over there I might be able to get into. Sure. Let's keep going that way. Wow. Something else has appeared in this general direction. Apparently it's a stalwart. Lots of heavy cannons on that thing. I don't really know what faction that is still. I know it's not Deepwater Guard. And I don't think it's on Onyx Watch because it's got the wooden panelling. Yeah. Still, it's in the general direction I'm going, so I'm about to engage it. Let's see how well it does. Yep, there go the cannons. My cannons are firing. It's got high explosive cannons as well, so I'm going to turn. Let's untether my camera and keep on going. I've got to admit, for being anti-aircraft cannons, these side cannons are actually really effective in general. Oops. And there goes the vertical launch missile launch system. Yeah, it's not really done much to me so far. And because of the camera speeds, I'm not sure I've reached... Oh! Never mind. A direct hit just blew off some of my torpedo systems. How very dare you, good sir. And... smoke? Why did the smoke didn't... Oh. Some of my unprotected sensor systems just got blown off as well. This thing's shells are actually powerful enough to damage me a fair bit. Okay, untether the camera again. Full stop because it's below me. Bombs are starting to hit it. And I've managed to get inside its cannon range quite effectively there. But still, it did hit me a couple of times on the way in, so it has proved it could do some damage. But at the same time, now I can actually see what my armor-piercing shells have been doing to it as well, so, you know. It's kind of bad how nasty these things are. And I'm just sitting here in the darkness and... oh dear, incoming. Yeah, I got a bit too far away, so the cannons were able to target me again. I can't even see myself anymore. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Bang. Yeah, I think this Star Wars is definitely beaten now. That forward missile turret is struggling a bit though. I think that was a volley from that. And my bombs are struggling a bit as well, actually, I think. Unless they took a hit. I don't think they did. No, they didn't. Not really. Oh, something else is coming. What else is coming? There's something else in range of that Stalwart's cannons. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's just the Stalwart? What? Then why was it firing its shells when it couldn't hit me? I have no idea. Eh, it's AI dead, so I can't exactly ask it now. It's brain dead. You, sir, are gone. Still, that was a rather nice surprise to run into, I think. Shame though, it's now gone. So I need to find something else to go shoot up. Yep, dead. Okay. I got a fair bit of resources, a few thousand. So I can keep on building. That's good. Sure. I'm happy with that, but now I've forgotten where the portal was that I was aiming for. Okay, time to try and find it. Oh, there it is, over that way. Okay. Luckily I knew where it was in the map, rather than having to just fly away randomly. Yeah, this is another problem with the fog. If I just quickly go into E mode, if you look, there's a portal right there, right in front of me, but when I go into my camera, I can't see it. I can't see it at all. And it's not very far away from me either. That is the portal I was aiming for, by the way, but I just couldn't see it. So, yeah. This is definitely the main reason why you can't... why YouTubers don't really record this thing, I think. Can't see what. If there was some way to navigate, some kind of sensor upgrade or something which would let you see through this, so it's like, by the way, there's a portal over here, or there's an enemy in... well, you've got the enemy in this general direction thing already, thanks to the compass, but you can't sense the portals. If there was something that would let you see the portals, it would actually be a lot easier to keep going. At least in terms of being on, you know... ah, you're on adventure mode. Enjoy it. Or else. Kind of situation that's going on. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. I've just been tearing out the back of the craft, as you saw me doing with starting to do when I destroyed my drone. And I've exposed some of the resource storage which I installed here, which is unfortunate, but it means it's going to have to go. Now, why is it going to have to go? Because this is actually going to be my shiny new anti-ship cannon bay. So I need to actually get this sector cleared out a little bit, like this. Yeah. Now, what I've been doing is I've marked out, using these beams, where the cannon bay is going to be. So I know what's going to be going on where that's going to be, and that's how big it is. It's going to be actually a pretty big internal cannon space there, and then the turret's going to stick out like down here or something like this, and this is going to be my main anti-ship armament, mainly designed to deal with, you know, really big, beefy, tough enemy ships when I start to come across them, because that is going to happen. And as a result, it's going to be aiming downwards and stuff like that. And because it's right underneath the ship, I don't want it to point upwards at all. Because if it did, and it hit me with the shells I'm going to make for this thing, it would probably cause a fair bit of damage, if not destroy parts of my craft. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that right now, and then get back to the building up and getting this thing actually arranged. So, you know, BRB. Again. Oh, geez, I seem to be under attack by something. It's blown off some of my detection. Or rather, some of my armor, I'm not sure which, but something over there just took a pot shot at me, and I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, though, it actually got really close, so it seems my visual-based detection systems are also suffering. Oh, that's really small. What are you? A fire. Really small, but I'm doing okay with it. Yep, it's dead already. So that was a small harassing ship, but it got really close really fast, and I couldn't do much about it. Mainly because I didn't even know it was there. I saw a red blip on my radar appear, and I looked at my radar controls, like, not my radar, my detection control in the top, and it wasn't picking up anything. And then suddenly that thing just bolted out of nowhere and took pot shots at me, so yeah. I'm not really enjoying this too much, being in this fog. Again, if only there was a way around it, that would make it more interesting to me. But being blind and flailing around in these zones is not really that conducive to a decent gameplay experience. I think that's probably the problem most people have with it as well. Anyway, moving on. Let's get this thing a 3B. Yeah. There we go. Right. I've got the AI connections installed now. The heck is that? Force visualization? Oh, I see. There, right. Okay, force visualization. I've never come across that one before. Huh. But I've got so many forces working on this craft, it's actually a bit of a nightmare. Oh well. But yeah, I've got the AI connection installed, so I've got a place here where I can actually start installing the turret. Now I just need to work out how big I want it to be, because that is actually also something of concern. So yeah, let's keep on building up this big circular bay in the back, which is going to house this darn thing. It's a miracle! I can see! It's a storm, but even so, I can see! And there's absolutely nothing around me. So, yeah. I'm going to have to try and just keep going, I guess. Oh well. Let's start installing that cannon now, actually, so I can get an idea of how big it's going to be. New objects. One axis because it's embedded in the hull, just like the side cannons are. And then start there. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit. Same pattern though. I'm going to build it out like downwards. See, I wanted to be able to avoid hitting those anti-missile turrets ideally, so I actually want the firing piece to be about... How does that compare? Yeah, I actually want the firing piece to be somewhere around here. Yeah, that looks good. Still, being upside down like this is a bit disconcerting, and I see there's an enemy detection somewhere to my right. What are you? Can I sense you? Oh, wow. Okay. All stop. This is going to be good. Disengage the camera, turrets. Yep. Okay, well, wait. Now, I have not seen one of these in a while, actually. It is an Atlas. So I'm just going to turn this way so I can get over there. And I'm going to make sure that I can get to it. So, again, be back in a few moments. Oh, an Atlas. What a nostalgic sight. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these. I mean, I normally see them in the early stages of a campaign, but in the campaign I've just been playing it on godly designs, so they don't turn up very often at all. So, even better, this is the stock version, it's not even the refitted one, so yeah. Long time no see. I just wanted to get out here with the camera before I did the inevitable and pressed N and turned my cores on, because I turned them off just so I had time to get my camera out here to meet the Atlas. But ultimately the Atlas is an airship style design, kind of similar to Minecraft, to be honest. Except for the fact it uses balloons for most of its lift, while mine uses entirely rotors and power. But even so, the balloons are just torn off immediately by all of the armor-piercing shells. And here come the missiles barrages, and the Atlas is just sinking majestically into the water. Yeah, not really that much of a threat, to be honest. Let's start moving my craft up so it's closer. It's a shame, really. This craft used to be actually quite a threat to me, until I figured out my basic rocket combination and just killed it. It can be quite a pest. It's got a lot of blocks though. It's a very durable design as well. Here comes the wagon. It's slightly off course. Turn so I can actually get it into position. I'm taking the hits. I seem to be taking a little bit of damage, but I don't really care too much, because the Atlas is taking far, far more. All stop. And oh dear, the Atlas is dead. Nice seeing you again, Atlas, but that is really all you can do. Goodbye. Got nearly 1,000 resources from that as well, but still. There was actually something else I spotted. Let's fix my camera again. Where was it? It's somewhere behind me, and to this side, I believe. Oh, I've lost it again. There was a red portal, but I chose to engage the Atlas instead. So now, in this dark night, which is turning into a dawn, I don't know where I'm going. What's that over there? My ship has no idea either. It just knows there's something over there. Maybe I need a radar. Maybe a radar will help. I've been avoiding radar because it's an active detection system, so it's easy to spot, but given my current serious detection problems that are going on... Oh, it's a baby paddle gun. Oh, let's go murder it. Given my current detection problems and limits that seem to be being imposed by all the fog and storms and things, active radar is probably a really good idea, so... oh, there it is. Or was it that one? I think it was that one that I spotted, but there's another one just there, so... Oh well. There's shells flying around. The paddle gun is actually in range of me, but remember, my gun is actually range limited. So yeah, I think I'm going to beat that thing without too much trouble. Oh, it's using flak shells, I think. Well, good for you, baby paddle gun. Here, have some armor-piercing shells in return. One courtesy deserves another, after all. It's not really doing much, is it? Yeah, better detection system is probably a really important thing right now. Because those cannons are struggling a bit to try and keep going. Oh, I'm taking minor damage. Wow. But I'm kind of curious though as to why my launchers torpedoes have not actually fired. And there's something else out there as well. What is that? Okay, that's the paddle gun done. I've lost the... Oh, they've knocked the teleporter out. Okay. Now, the other thing is a casket bolt. Again, not really a threat, so I'll just keep going and kill that too. Still, some of my more exposed parts are getting a few knocks, and that's to be expected. Why aren't you guys firing? I didn't mess up your positioning, did I? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. You should be fully operational, but you're not. Well, that is strange. Oh well, I'll just let the gun shoot the casket bolt while I figure this out. Now, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I do not know. Point my blade, sure. Nothing wrong with this as far as I can tell. Oh, I see. Okay, right. I see the problem. The problem is my sculpting with the hull. Oh, another portal. Convenience. Turn this way. My problem is these things are not operating because of how I've sculpted the hull. I've sculpted a little bit too close with the slopes, and so it has actually caught the edges of this particular launcher after I enlarged it. So if I tear out a few pieces here, that should allow this particular launch system to be fully functional. Except that I've just lost my target to try and shoot at. This calls for a trip outside my hull, actually. Let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, now, forward wings. There we go. Yep, that has actually freed up the torpedo system because it was merging with the back blocks of the launcher, so it couldn't actually twist it, and that's why the torpedoes were not being used. And oh, enemy incoming! I better get back inside. I don't want to die like this while I'm doing a weapons check. I don't want to die like this while I'm on holiday either, because I can't consult with you guys as to how to begin the next one if I ruled that as an end of session and you know, can't actually go on, so have to start a new ship. So you know, let's see. Spin blocks drop me down. What is that anyway? An urchin. Yeah, I think that's a really small one. Somewhere to my south. Let's see where the shells are going. Just follow those, and yep, incredibly small ship. Not worth bothering with. Time to push on. I was hoping to do a little bit more with that back cannon, actually, but more of the recording time in this episode seems to be taken up with fighting things. So yeah, the cannon is going to have to wait until the next video, unfortunately. Because I am consciously aware of my limits in terms of getting everything rendered and stuff like that. But there we go. Through the red portal. Difficulty 5.3. Making progress. And that is also where I'm going to call this one. So this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me actually getting into some more combat this time around rather than an all-out building experience. I'll just lift back up into the air. Weather is relatively clear. Nothing in sight, so yeah. This has been Iron Mark III. Thank you very much for watching, for the second time. And I've completely messed up my outro now. Let's try this again. This has been Iron Mark III. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you some other time. See you later. Yes, the 5 steps to my outro. I need a better outro, I think.